Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our Red, White, and Blue Heroes Week, where we talk about heroes who are inspirations for all.
To start off, we're looking at Marvel's very own Carol Danvers, or otherwise known as Captain Mar-Vell.
Carol Danvers is an officer in the U.S. Air Force and a colleague of the Kree superhero Mar-Vell. Danvers later became the first incarnations of Miss Marvel in Miss Marvel #1 after her DNA was fused with Mar-Vell's during an explosion, giving her superhuman powers.
Now we have definitely heard of the character.
We got kind of confused when we first heard her name with Supergirl's sister on the Supergirl CW series.
Right, because they shared the same alias, and then the name was the same as the Captain Marvel on DC, who they had to now change to Shazam to avoid confusion at the theaters and products.
Right. So, but now we know that this is Captain Marvel.
Yes, for sure.
And she's going to be the Captain Marvel.
Right.
Right.
And we've seen the different variations of her in the comics, and with the recent one of Brie Larson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, we saw her first in animated form with Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes with a whole different costume design.
And then the second incarnation with Marvel Rising.
Yeah, and she was also in Avengers Assemble, but we didn't really stick with that show, so we only saw her like maybe once or twice, like when they had Black Panther's theme season.
Right, and we are looking very much forward to seeing the theatrical movie.
Yeah.
We can't wait. To us, it looks exciting. We can't wait to see how badass this character is being depicted in this movie.
Right. So, this character has been around for quite some time, since
1977, I think.
Yeah, I think so. That's the first comic. And as Carol Danvers in 1968. So, he's definitely gone through a lot of changes throughout the Marvel universe.
And I like how in the theatrical movie, Brie Larson actually bulked up, so she looks more like the comic book version, where she looks real strong, and I guess muscle's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
And then she, of course, went back to her regular form after. But I love how she put that intensity and drive into it so that she would pretty much match up with the way the character was meant to be seen.
Right. And for the motivation for being a hero, now we don't know what it is for the movie. Like we said, we don't know the full story of the character, but from what we saw in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, with the slight change, they showed how she became Captain Marvel. Remember, we saw her working for the Air Force, and then it was by accident she had gained the power, because as you know, she's flying in the air and got superpowers. And then you didn't see her for a while. Then she's come back and she's Captain Marvel. Like, wait a minute, what did you do during that? Yeah, did you just make your costume, come up with a name, and yada yada yada? And that was during they had that Kree versus Skrull arc. One of them wanted to take over the planet. Like, so either way, someone loses with that, and she was fighting to keep from either taking it over.
Right.
And then she became an Avenger in the same episode when that arc was happening.
Right. And I like how not only is she strong in that series, but in this movie, from what we understand, she's going to be a big part of them winning in Avengers. Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, because we haven't seen it, so don't spoil it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, at the time of this recording, we
had one
haven't
cousin
seen it.
that told us
Something.
one kind of spoiler, and we kept telling her, "Stop talking, stop talking," and she kept talking. But we love her anyway.
Right. And she was also voiced by Jennifer Hale, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But now she's voiced by Greta Lyle when they have her in the Avengers Assemble series and Guardians of the Galaxy and that weird Christmas special they had.
Right.
And you can see they changed her costume quite a bit, where it looked like before she looked like the older incarnations, but now they've updated to where she's got some type of mohawk, she's got a big red mask, and she's got gloves on and stuff, and everything's form-fitting, so now they've really altered the outfit. I guess what looks better depending on what version of the show they're doing, all the costumes updated, because you can see by the other show, the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, they were all grabbing off of the comics, so that explains the outfit, because now the probably all look like the movie.
Right, and that's what it looks like. The 212 version of her comic is where they're drawing on for the movies.
Right.
Look for her. And every time I see this comic, I think of All Might.
Right?
I think of All Might.
She is here.
She is here. I'm a superhero from Japan.
Oh, because forgot to mention, Benedict will definitely know this lady. So
yeah.
I know he was probably very excited to see the Captain Marvel movie and seeing her in all the animated forms. He's probably got some comics. If you do, let us know.
Yes, and you're the only one permitted to give us spoilers.
Right. Right? So, yeah. And he's also labeled as Marvel's biggest female hero. I guess for the... maybe they spent more time on developing his character throughout the years. Because you know that they have a ton of female characters, whether they're well-known, obscure, not mainstream. Marvel has plenty of female characters, but you only see, like, certain ones seem to catch on with fans, or either Marvel or now Disney decides to promote in the media.
Right. So it's good that there's become a real big diversity of everyone in every genre you can think of, from every walk of life. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Right.
So thank you, Marvel, for doing this. This is absolutely terrific. And now kids everywhere have a volume of superheroes to look up to. And the great thing about this is that the superhero doesn't have to look like you. But it's great to know that the option is there to choose what appeals to you and what you love, and have that freedom. So that's what I love about this.
Right. And we also want to point out, we also heard quite a bit after the movie's release, along with Endgame, that Captain Marvel was sort of Marvel or Disney's answer to Wonder Woman, which isn't really a fair thing to do, because they're two completely different characters.
She's her own character.
Right, and completely different backgrounds and different actresses.
And you also have to remember that Wonder Woman's been around since the 30s.
Right, so longer than Captain Marvel.
She's become just a part of America's history, and she's got this long-standing love from fans. I mean, she helped in her incarnation. She fought in both world wars to help America win. She's always fought for the freedom of the earth and so forth. And Captain Marvel is new, as we mentioned, in 1968 or 1977, which one you decided is the original her. So it's not fair to compare them. We are just excited and can't wait to see what sets her apart from Wonder Woman, rather than people comparing them. And we agree with you totally, Sylvia, on 14. You are absolutely right.
Right. Can't have any competition between these two. You can even like both movies and not see any competition between, just like you like both movies for what they are. Because they're completely different characters, settings, backstories, everything. So
now, you did tell me, if I'm not mistaken, is this the character you told me originally appeared one way and then they changed her appearance?
I think so. If this is correct, yes. I also thought there was one where it was a male that either might have been like another universe, or maybe it was like not the first one, maybe like the second one that took on the name or something. But yes, there were two different versions of this character. One was male and one was another incredibly different, and we didn't even know about it. I have to find the video where I just saw it randomly come up on my recommendations page, and I did not see it, unfortunately. So I'll probably have to find it again so we can learn more about.
Before you can talk about it authoritatively.
Right.
So by the time we get to doing our podcast on Captain Marvel, the theatrical movie, then you'll be able to share more with us about that.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Right.
So if you are a fan of Carol Danvers, a.k.a. Captain Marvel, from the comic books or any incarnations from TV, tell us about it in the comments below. If you've seen the movie, tell us how close do you think this movie has kept it true to her powers and her personality and so forth.
Right.
We love to hear from you.
Right. So, thank you so much for watching, and tune in tomorrow for our next Red, White, and Blue Heroes, just in time for Superhero Month and 4th of July.
That's correct.
I'm Ask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting, flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you want to do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. Met her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket, give it to you later on in the